What Toku fans? That was one last video for today. Because I wanted to take a focus on Power Rangers because there's a lot more episodes now because they're releasing they're releasing 2 episodes a week, and it's complicated now. More like 3 episodes a week because Sunday technically starts a new week, so it's very complicated. I can't even sign myself up for this. Hey, it's by the review Power Rangers week. I was just hoping to just release 1 episode a week till December, but oh well. They just want to burn through this so quickly. But I do want to cover my Power Rangers and story arcs. Mostly with your favorite. I want to cover specific intro arcs. Like, say, special crossover episodes. Or 6 Ranger arcs. So, yeah. Makes me interested. So, yeah, we got the 6 Ranger arc here. Sorry. And it's unique episode. I think it's good, don't get me wrong. But some bits I do have a bit of a gripe with. Well, certainly something that happens at the end, towards the end. But for now, let's get this review. So we open the episode. Kind of similar to how we introduced to her in the first episode. So basically, seems to be a universe reset that happened before. So basically, it seems to be a universe reset that happened once before. Prior to episode 1 that I didn't know about. Which will make sense because of the war we saw at the start. I'm really catching the title card too. About episode 16. Everybody's on except for missing one person. One played by Tyler's actor. Bakage. So, anyway. So, everything gets deja vu now. Criminal road store. Hale says attempted a hot sausage on a stick. I can't remember what it's called. Instead of being hot, this one's cold. That is interesting. Very interesting. The usual confrontation we saw as the one starts, interrupted by a man wearing a coat and has a ring. A Gozyuger like ring. This guy easily takes care of the criminal. Seems to be a flashy guy. So yeah. And whoever starts to think that something's not right. Being confident being on it. Hey, people ask who he is. And he also say as Mashiro Kumade. Yes, his name literally has bear in it. Kuma means bear in Japanese. They bring with a pun name. Like with Bubujo, with characters having names of their names being based on more punny names based on vehicles. Tire handle. Or Mira Shippudo, etc. They are vehicle names. So they really brought them back to very punny names. Can I say, he's quite an interesting character, Mashiro. He also has a weird little psychic named Bear Kuma. AC is that charging hero who's going to save the world. And so again, the usual go winner #1, which is one of my favorite Sentai openings. We still get a very unique opening this time. It's one-off, and it's to sell the fact, as opposed to just this guy will be the new protagonist, taking out. It's supposed to be the new #1 savior. What makes it really interesting. Like, the opening tries to sell the fact that he's the protagonist now. It's quite unique. It's only just for this episode, but it's well done. This was they put a lot of effort into this. I give them praise for it. This is one of the most unique situation introduction episodes ever. And after that cool unique opening, Arrow chases after the kill Mashiro. Let's see, it's a piece. He's also way charging. Mashiro just says, after Phoebe basically returns his memories. When it happened. Then his memories back. Wherever one wonders what happened to the others, it goes out to look for him. It ends up at a half-century cafe. Where the half-century cafe was. Instead of being a cafe, it's an apartment building. As Ryugi and the manager Saori are together, wearing colorful clothes, and he's not even wearing a tiger sword. What? Then with Sumino, who's nothing like her usual self, not with a high life type of girl she is. Said more the organic type of person. Or just off the side. And Rico is no longer a pop star, but a guy trying to study to get into college. And Keijo is just a regular old grandpa now. And he was already an old man. You know what I mean? Hell's confused going on then. Notices that his wind's in his pocket. But how? Bresson is able to talk to Take a Sword, which is quite unique. Like those who wear them Take a Sword winds go able to interact with Take a Sword at that, which is quite unique. Wait, if you could do that before, why not? Why did he just appear when doing the whole bit with Shoko and stuff? I'm just saying that could be helpful, but oh well. It is quite unique. I like to see more of this in Sentai. The interacting with a miniature version of the mecha. I like to see more of that in Sentai. It's quite cool. Like the seasons when there are seasons when they interact with mecha. Like last season with Bundario. Like he's basically a season mecha in the show. But he's also like an Autobot and he's basically like a Cybertronian. Imagine that. Imagine they actually made him a Transformer. Just on the smaller side. Kind of, actually. He is taller than the suit, but he's not big. Turn into a truck like that. How does he go big? I actually never understood. They never actually said how he grew big. Like, can his species, can his kind do that, actually? Never even, I don't know why I never even questioned that when watching Bill Budger last year. Oh, God. Yeah, basically, the only who else want to see Take Knuckle, who can see Take Knuckle, because the other wins are gone. And so who they were. Okay, we found out that. In some bits, I said the middle base. Somehow, whoever's was protected. Yeah, Kuron did take it, but how did they get back in Hoel's pocket? Because it didn't vanish after taking it. So how did they get back in the pocket? This question, did Kuron do it? I don't know. It's really intriguing. Anyway, after that, they take it to cells and go find Take a Knuckle, the Prince of Destruction. I'm going to mention that the Prince of Destruction was born in the last episode. I forgot about that actually. So, anyway, whoever was it, basically we learned from Take a Knuckle that the prince wasn't. Basically, the prince's birth didn't destroy. Taking Knuckles' birth didn't destroy the entire. Didn't reshape the world. Because it didn't have the power of all the Sentai rays. Hence why the world wasn't shaped. As why the world more like a regular reset. Everyone went. I won't remember and stuff. I passed. Right. I'm getting confused myself now. What I'm trying to say is, well, so yeah, Takeju was impatient because of the month it was, and even bothered trying to steal the Sentai ring secretly. I know her patience didn't fully reach it well she wanted. Sorry. So basically, the only one who can restore the world back to normal is take a knuckle. No, what you mean if I... As a bouquet shows up looking for the take a knuckles ring. That's when Marshall shows up. Really, he's the one who has it. He's a wielder. He's intriguing. And since he knows take a knuckle. I mean take a sword. Sorry. Getting confused. I got that mixed up then. I see as it's actually revealed to Huero by take a knuckle reveals to Huero. Ah damn it, guy wrong again! I keep saying knuckles and sword, I get them mixed up. I don't know why. Take a sword. Basically tells Huero that Marshall Kumura was actually the previous Goju Wolf in the last number in the last battle. Last year was wall. Oh. Only one. He won. And granted his wish to basically to save the world. No, he feels like he owns the world. Won't have anyone messing with it. And also, of course, world number 2 the whole time. So there's a video here, so take they take a knuckle, just right. Basically, what his transformation item, which is like basically a like to take a swords and stuff. So his henshin is quite different. It's quite interesting. It doesn't really have any catchy music though, but it's quite interesting. And you enter with a bit something like that. It's cool. His transformation is similar to the other Gozyugers, except he's starting forward in ice. Will become Goju Polar. And he starts out wearing a really cool jacket that looks exactly like his regular one. It looks exactly the one he wears in a civilian form. But he can take it off too. With his entire side, being in his full suit. I like the Goju full suit. It's quite unique. I like how the chest plate is more visually different. Like he's more of a martial arts type of guy. He's more designed like a boxer. With his design. Like how some boxers wear robes before and after a match. It's really cool. Again, I love the design. It's really unique. And his belt is more black. because he's not using Tegasaur's power. That's why it's black, because it's using a different power. Tega Knuckle. And it shows off his skills. Makes he's Herbo Herrero. They call him a boring guy who doesn't have a wish. That really annoys Herrero as he decides to have a fight. And transforms. I read the life of Marshall Insane, and that takes me back. Or something like that. That still takes me back. Because he was the previous Goju Wolf. This is an interesting character. Basically, they challenge each other to a duel. They basically challenge each other to a No.1 bow to be the true No.1 to change the world back. And they start with finding No.1s that have no humans inside them. The No.1s that were defeated back in the previous universe. Really cool fight, but it gets interrupted when Tega Knuckle appears. And Marshall tries to tame it. And Tega Knuckle's BA is actually Yuki from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Which is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Season I was my introduction to one of Yu-Gi-Oh! as a kid. And plus the actor actually was in Precure 2 years ago. Back to Mahjong Hero Girl Sky Precure. This is just way too much of a coincidence. Tega Knuckle, who's basically the back of Mashiro, who shares the same name of a character from Hero Girl Sky, for their name. And the Knuckles from Yu-Gi-Oh! Played the villain of that one of the villains of the season. They really make it a coincidence. So yeah. And it says that Tega Knuckle has been renamed to Goodburn, I think. I can't remember his full name. So I just keep calling Tega Knuckle until I can remember his name. I can remember to say the name properly, so yeah. Anyway. Anyway, and somehow, and you notice detail, the building that was damaged is no longer damaged. Once Marshall was able to tame Goju Polar, was able to tame Tega Knuckle. That's interesting. Then the other Goju just show up back to normal, like it's got back to normal. The reset was reversed. As they not join her on the bow. Yeah, we don't go. This is kind of my gravity episode. It's just like that episode of the Flash TV show. In the season 3 episode of Flash. But I'll get more about that after the video. So it's a really cool fight. As Tega Knuckle refuses again wants to fight with Mashiro. Basically, Mashiro to be his god, teaching about the world. So he just wants to be a prince of destruction. But he won't have that. The villains won't happen. I'm not taking back. In Bao. And well, Baikano's mech is destroyed. As winner, Mashiro Kumada. And the Gojus end up doing a team attack, a team finisher. It's quite cool. Anyway. So basically, Marshall is now back in the Wind War. As he does have a wish. But as he somehow was able to get the ninja ring from her arrow. And he won't rely on Tegasaur's power anymore. As he ends up transforming the ring from gold to blue. Now that's interesting. As his wish is to surpass Tegasaur become a god that surpasses Tiger Sword. Was his motivation for that? We don't know. He won the previous win more, so why? Does he have anyone against Tiger Sword? That's good. That has a lot more big questions too. As the episode comes to an end with the rain, and then as you get the usual preview, next #1 battle. It's a sports episode. Weird, but hey, cool. Let's give you a question. I'll Kinji will say real quick. Copy of himself. Copy Go to Eagles when he's literally wearing a Kia Major suit. So are they stupid or something? Because he's using, like, I'm not seeing Kia Major, but even I could guess that there was Kia Major suit's power. I'm just saying that's just. People are kind of stupid for not even guessing that. It's going to be an exciting episode, which is tomorrow. But still, great 6-way introduction. Now, my peeve is we didn't even get spent at least a bit of time in this world. I actually wanted to see them spend a bit more time in this world before, slowly when the Gozyuger's back. Whoever has to bring them back. And he had to end up saying some nice things about them. I just really wish we could spend more time in this world, seeing how it's different, and a really fun adventure as a mini arc. Gozyuger ends up being the front man of the story. Being the protagonist of every #1 battle. I was saying, it just reminds me of that episode of Flash from that Flash TV show, the one on Grant Gustin. See, there was this episode in season 3 called Flashpoint, which is back to the Flashpoint comic storyline. But as apparently spend one episode in Flashpoint. It would be more beneficial to spend most of the season in that storyline, which is one of the big events from the comics that actually reset the universe. That DC's universe to become part of the New 52 initiative. So, yeah, it's just. Yeah, other than that, this is a great episode, and Masho seems like a really interesting character. I want to know why he doesn't want to rely on Tiger Sword's powers anymore. Why was it because of God surpassed Tiger Sword? Long mysteries in that answer, and I cannot wait to find out as the series goes on. So, thank you guys for watching my content. Please thumbs up button. Want to see more? Subscribe channel, about it, and hopefully in a couple of weeks, we'll be able to get a first look of Horao's power up. So, I'll see you guys next time. Sayonara.